hello. Welcome back to Gangsta Goodies Kitchen. You're cooking with Sheila. And as you can see, I have a special guest today. I have Dr. Lydia in the kitchen with me. So, Dr. Lydia, can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes, sure. My name is Dr. Lydia Kaume. I am a registered dietitian and a lifestyle coach. And I'm really happy to be here, and I will be coaching Sheila later on after this show.
Yes. And so Dr. Lydia is going to show us a traditional Kenyan dish. So what do we do first when we go into the Kenyan kitchen?
So the first thing you do is put on a lasso. So
okay.
Sheila, you got your lasso?
I got it.
Okay, you're gonna wrap it all around you.
Got my lasso.
This was very important for decency in our culture. Because we didn't wear pants.
Okay.
And our stoves were real low, those fireplaces.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got our lassos on. So
excellent.
We're gonna get you going here.
All right. And you have your hands clean and all.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to make Ndengu stew.
Okay.
And this would go with rice or some flatbread we call chapati.
Okay.
Okay. And so we will begin. We have olive oil in our pot right now.
Okay.
Get your wooden spoon up, and we're going to add some onions.
Onions, okay. So does it matter what type of onions? Do they need to be red onions, yellow onions?
No.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Onions give some really nice flavor to any stew.
Okay.
And so you add your garlic as well.
Okay.
I'm going to go through this real quick, but I also want you to understand that you don't really have to have all these ingredients to make your Ndengu stew. I modify how we made it in my culture because we didn't have a whole lot of vegetables. Okay. But I know the value of vegetables now, so I kind of put lots of vegetables, as you can see.
Yes.
I have celery, I have onions, I have peppers and carrots, and so I add all this. Oh, this already
smells so good. Oh my God, you guys, I wish you could smell it. Wow.
It is already smelling.
I can't wait to taste.
Okay, so I just added celery in there.
Okay.
And I'll add my, vegetables don't take very long to cook.
Correct.
So
correct.
I'm going to just add all my vegetables in.
Okay.
Let them saute for a little bit.
Okay. I'll be your cleaner upper.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yes, move this stuff out of the way.
I love cleaner uppers. And we're going to add our carrots in there. I bought these carrots, really, I didn't chop them as you know.
Okay.
Convenience is great. If you can add some convenience to your vegetable, it's great. But having time to chop them, with your kids in the kitchen and teaching them, that's very important too.
Absolutely. Make it a family affair.
Make it a family affair.
Yes.
We don't do enough of that.
We don't. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Which is part of, our goal,
Oh, look at it, Sheila. Doesn't that look colorful?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, tomato paste is just to be able to thicken that stew for us. And I'm going to add our Ndengu.
Okay.
Here we call them mung beans. And you can find them in Indian stores. In fact, you can find them in almost any store.
Okay.
Mung beans. You need to pre-cook them before you make this into the stew.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That looks very, very colorful. I love it.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it, love it,
and
love it.
then you got your curry powder. And I'm not measuring these things for you, Sheila, but it depends on how much you're cooking.
Okay.
And for how many people you're cooking. I'll write up the recipe for you.
Okay, perfect.
But you just put enough curry powder to taste. Curry powder was available even in those days in my culture.
Okay.
But
awesome.
we didn't have pepper, like black pepper and white pepper, no. But curry powder was great.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. I promise you guys, it smells so good. I cannot wait to taste it. That my mother used the kitchen as a platform, not just to teach me how to cook, but to teach me about life.
Right.
Did you have similar experiences in Kenya?
Yeah.
Okay.
You spend a lot of time in the kitchen because we really did cook everything from scratch.
Okay.
Like I'm using tomato paste here, but we had real tomatoes, right?
Absolutely.
So you'd spend a lot of time in the kitchen getting through all the stuff that you need to do, getting the fire, getting the firewood up, everything.
Wow.
And so it was time to learn about, about your ancestors, your ancestry.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
time to reflect on not only the day, but things people learned in those days.
Absolutely.
And you got lots of stories.
Yes.
Yes. And the
yes.
fireplace was also a place where people gathered.
Okay. Okay.
So
they gathered around, like here we would gather in the kitchen. That would be kind of the same thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
we gathered around the fireplace and worked the food and the talk.
Okay.
Yes, it was good.
Yes,
Okay, so our
yes.
stew is ready.
Okay. And so
You add some water to it.
Okay.
Some salt to taste.
There we go.
Right.
Awesome. So when we come back, we're going to sit down and I get to taste this wonderful dish that's called
Ndengu stew.
Ndengu stew.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back and we have our finished product. And so Lydia, tell the viewers what we're looking at.
So we made a Ndengu stew and we served it over white rice. I would recommend going with brown rice or at least trying to get it mixed up with brown rice if you're trying brown rice for the first time. Brown rice is much healthier because it's a whole grain. It has all your vitamins, your minerals, and fiber. And we have papaya, which is a fruit that we grow, and it's a tropical fruit.
Okay.
You can buy it here too, but
Nice.
yeah.
So can I taste it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go right ahead and
So-
tell me, what do you think?
Okay. And this dish has no meat in it, correct?
Yes, it's a vegetarian dish. Really, that's what you would call it here. But if you go plant strong, you have a healthy diet. Eating mostly plant-based food. What do you think?
Oh my God, I love it. Now, Lydia, what I always say in the Gangster Goodies kitchen when something is just takes my socks off, it tastes so good. I always say, y'all say it with me, it's fire. Oh my God, I love it. The curry, and I'll tell you one of the things I really like because I'm a texture kind of person,
Yeah.
and I love all the different textures.
Cooking. I took home ec because I continued with home ec because I loved cooking.
Right.
Then later on I realized there's more to cooking.
Mm-hmm.
There is what happens after you eat. All
Yes.
these foods go somewhere and they actually affect your health. And so I wanted to learn more. So I ended up studying nutrition because I was very curious about, especially when it comes to eating and chronic diseases,
Yes.
and how that is becoming such a big deal for us, and how can we
Yes.
influence our lifestyle so that we can stop these chronic diseases, or at least abate them a little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And teach that, because I trained as a teacher too.
Awesome. Look
Yeah.
at you. Oh my God. She is the stuff. The real deal, y'all.
Okay.
Which actually brings me, which is how, we met. One of the ways we met was Dr. Lydia is going to coach me through. You guys have heard me say, I want to live to be that 90-year-old spunky woman. And in order to do so, there are some real choices and decisions that I have to make. And one of those is to start with, my weight, my waist size. And because, like you said, those chronic illnesses, like diabetes and hypertension, I don't want those, y'all. I'm stopping that curse with me. I'm not passing it on to my girls and to my grandkids. And so Dr. Lydia is going to help me do that. And she took my waist measurement. And I'm going to tell you guys what it is because you guys are going to help hold my feet to the fire to this. I'm going to need your help along with Dr. Lydia. And so my waist came in at
36.
My waist has never been that big, y'all. 36 inches on a woman's waist. Really? Go figure that. So anyway, how are you going to help coach me through this? And this is a service that Dr. Lydia provides, and she's going to give you information on how to contact her. And I mean, it's something that we need, because a lot of times we just don't understand how certain foods impact our individual bodies. And I'm just learning so much from her. I'm like, wow. So help our viewers understand how you're going to coach me through this, and so I can get because my goal is for my waist to be a 30, no bigger than the 32. like it used to be. And so you remember that Brick House song, y'all? She's a brick, 36, 24, 36. That's what I'm working on. But at 50, 24-inch waist might not be realistic, so I'm going with 30. That seems a lot more realistic to me. So I got 6 inches to lose from around my waist.
Yes, and I am glad that you asked. So I will be, excited to coach you through your journey to getting that waist down. Ideally, we should have a waist of no more than 31.5 inches around. So otherwise, it shows that we are cutting a lot of fat around our organs, which predisposes us or increases our risk for metabolic problems like hypertension and diabetes and things we really don't want, and we don't want, as again, passing on to our children.
Absolutely.
Like you said. So I will be, we will walk through your options.
Okay.
What are you doing now, Sheila, and what are you willing to do to move?
That's the big question.
Move the needle.
Yes.
Because you've got to be willing. If you come to the table where you have to want to change, then you have to get to your mind to your spot where you really need to be willing to change.
Absolutely.
Because you have to change something.
Absolutely.
And no one wants to really change things that they're already doing and are comfortable with. And so that's usually a big change. But if you change one thing at a time, add instead of subtract. For example, just add more vegetables to your meal instead of we're going to subtract so many other things. Just add more vegetables, and then you won't have to eat as much rice, for example, if you have more vegetables. So we'll walk through your options and what you're willing to do.
Okay.
There's a lot of strategies.
Okay.
You can walk through your diet. You can walk both diet and exercise.
Yes.
And get you where you want to be.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, I'm banking on that and my willingness, which I know is, the big part of it. And so I am just grateful, that I have someone who is willing to help me through this process. And I'm grateful for each of you so you can hold my feet to the fire. I can't wait to show you what a 30-inch waist looks like on me.
And what's our timeline on that? Like, how often should we be telling the viewers?
What do you think? Like once a month?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do it more often?
No.
Okay.
No, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
So once a month, I'll come back and I'll say, hey, you guys, my waist now is a 34. Now it's a 32. So.
And if it might not be the waist, but it could be the weight, or it could be what other behavior changes you're making.
Okay.
Because that's also very important. Sometimes we don't see the results we want to see in terms of quantitative measurements.
Okay.
But we are changing and we are moving towards that change that will appear on our waist. Okay. And sometimes it takes time. Okay. Those are goals that are big, and then we have to break it down.
Got it.
To the little things that make, small changes. Small changes.
That's going to make the difference.
Perfect. Yeah.
So, Dr. Lydia, thank you so much for
welcome.
sharing your time with me. I'm just so fortunate to have you here. I really am.
Thank you, Sheila.
Sharing your culture, your education, your experience, your knowledge. It's like, wow. What a blessing.
Really, if people want to contact me, they can contact me through my email. It's LKAUME@gmail.com.
Perfect. And we'll also put it up there so you will have it, and so you can reach out to Dr. Lydia and begin your journey to health as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Dr. Lydia, for being here with us. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.